So, Mr. Galhotra, the Ford F-150, I think it's not exaggerating to say it may be the most important vehicle in North America. It's been the most popular one for, I think, 33 years in a row. There's a major redo here of the vehicle itself, but also how you're manufacturing it. Tell us about what you're doing at the Rouge plant.
So we're launching the 2021 model year here today. It's the all-new F-150. As you said, the F-150 has been the best-selling vehicle for 43 years. That's for multiple reasons. We really know our customers very, very well. We know them at a visceral level. We know them we know their pain points. We know what jobs they need to do. And our truck team is very passionate about those customers. So we design into the product all the attributes necessary to meet those needs. And we make all of our F-Series trucks here in the US because we are firmly committed to a very strong manufacturing base in the United States. So today we're doing actually a couple of things here today. We're launching the 2021 model year, and we're also announcing a very significant investment in the Rouge complex of about $700 million that'll produce the all-electric F-150 that'll come to market in about 2 years, in middle of 2022.
So tell us about the manufacturing process at the Rouge plant. For those of people who might not know, Rouge goes all the way back to Henry Ford. The Model A was produced there, I believe. But you're going to take it into an entirely different level of technology. Explain how this will be different from those assembly lines we saw back in the 1920s.
So that's correct. Not only are we making a major investment for F-150 battery electric, we're building a separate complex, a separate building right on this complex where we will build the battery electric vehicle. And it would be, let's think of it as a very new version of the assembly line. So the assembly lines traditionally are conveyors on which the vehicles sit and they move along, and workers assemble the vehicles as they're moving along. In this case, we're going to have autonomous guided vehicles that the F-150 will sit on that'll go from station to station. It gives us a lot more flexibility in terms of how we process the line, in terms of how we process each workstation. And that's just the part of the assembly line. And then the tools that are used to assemble the vehicle are much smarter. The tools can detect if there's a fault in the process while they're assembling the vehicle. So it's a very unique combination of smart tools and a smart assembly line that gives us a lot of flexibility and makes the entire process much more efficient and higher quality.
Much more efficient, much higher quality. What does it do to the workforce? Do you not need as many workers as a practical matter in this new way of assembling?
Oh no, we're still creating lots and lots of jobs in this country. So this particular small plant that we're building next on this large complex for battery electrics will add 300 jobs to the local economy. But those are just the jobs in this particular complex. The ripple effect that our industry and our company has is quite enormous. For every one worker that builds, for example, an F-150, it comes into one of our F-150 plants, there are probably 14 to 15 other jobs that are created as a result. For example, the overall F-150, F-Series I should say, we build in 4 different assembly plants, over nearly 20,000 workers. But if you look at the ripple effect that has, that's nearly 500,000 jobs throughout the country. So we're very committed to the manufacturing base and creating jobs every day. For example, our present contract with our union, UAW, goes from 2019 to 2023. During that period, we expect to create approximately 8,500 jobs during that contract. So very committed still to the American manufacturing base.
You mentioned the all-electric F-150 that I think doesn't come out until 2022, but you're building a factory there to actually produce that vehicle. Explain that vehicle to us and how is it going to stack up against some of the competition that already is moving along. We have the Tesla Cybertruck, for example, that's going to be sometime late in 2021.
Yeah, so there's obviously various subsegments to this large segment called pickups. There are competitors who are looking at more of a, I would say, a lifestyle truck. But there's a very large segment for work trucks. We did a lot of research. We know our customers very well. Our customers are looking for a vehicle that they can count on to do specific jobs. And that's what we're focused on. They're very focused on total cost of ownership, for example. So an F-150 battery electric total cost of ownership will probably be in the neighborhood of 40 to 50% lower than a traditional pickup truck. So cost of ownership is important. The availability of power is important. With an all-electric F-150, you can have up to 10 kilowatts of power available. You can power a whole job site. You can power all your tools. We're going to have what some people are calling a frunk, because once you remove the engine and the transmission from the front, there's a substantial room in the front where it's literally a trunk or a frunk in front of the vehicle, where our customers can carry their tools, the valuable equipment that they want to lock down. So there are several key features in the truck that are very important to this segment. Yes, it is different than more of a lifestyle segment, but very important to our customers and a very substantial segment.
It's an important distinction because the Ford F-150 really has been, particularly for the trade, as it were, for the construction workers, for the electricians, things like that, more than just lifestyle, as you say. As you look forward into the future, as far as you can, when do you think there's a crossover point between the traditional Ford F-150 that you have there behind you and the all-electric?
So the transition from the internal combustion trucks to the all-electric will take some time, but it is beginning. It is beginning right now. That's why we're making this investment. And the kind of unique things that the electric powertrain will bring to this customer base is going to be very important to their businesses, because it is lower cost of ownership. It is more versatile, and it is a lot of fun to drive. It will take some time, though. It is not going to be an instantaneous switch. We will invest, and we will see how the marketplace reacts. And as the volume grows, we'll grow our capacities with that, but it'll take a few years.